Hey everyone, so I'm here for another quick update. Not a quick, but it's gonna be a long one. They already gave me my schedule and everything for my round 2 of IVF. Got my medication, so I'm gonna show you guys that because I think of my first round I didn't show you guys that. So I'm just gonna go through everything that I have, my list, pretty much my schedule and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started just because I want to go a little bit more thorough with this round. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started, and let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you my sorry, I'm just hitting my leg. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my timeline of what we're gonna do this round, and what pretty much I have of my medication. I already got all of my medication just because we are gonna go on vacation literally tomorrow, Sunday, October 16th, for my husband's birthday. And literally when I come back, we literally start right away. So that's a good thing. But yeah. Okay, so pretty much this is my timeline of what we're gonna have and stuff, or how we're gonna start. We're in October, let's see, we're in October 15th. Pretty much I've been taking my birth control pills since like a while. So yeah, so I've been taking my birth control for a while now, before that, also around September. The month of September, I did a whole pack, meaning the active pills and the placebo pills. And then this, starting on the 11th, that's when I started a whole new pack. That's when I go ahead and email my nurse coordinator, and she pretty much gave me the timeline a few days after, at a phone call as well. So right now I'm on Saturday. I cut the placebo pills because this month I'm not taking those. We don't take those when we start off with our injections and stuff like that because it's gonna mess everything up. But September I did a whole pack with the placebo. When I started a new pack, go ahead and that was the October 11th. That's when I go ahead and went and talk to my nurse, and I only take the 21-day active pills. After that, I don't take the birth control. This is the one that I use right here. After that, I don't take the birth control until I'm done with my egg retrieval. After I'm done, when they take all of my eggs out. So yes. Then pretty much I started my injections on November 4th. I may not start my period. These type of pills, like the birth control pills, I don't usually get my period. I did have spotting a few days ago for like a few days, and that stopped. So I may not get my period, but November 4th or maybe November 5th pretty much November 4th will be my baseline appointment. Pretty much my appointment will be at 10. I will start Gonal F. I think it's Gonal F. Yeah, Gonal F is pretty much this one right here. Gonal F, and then Menopur. I start Gonal F 225 IU and Menopur 75. And then I get an ultrasound that day. I pretty much gonna start the Gonal F and Menopur during in the evening around 6. That's what we did it last time. But yes, then I go the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, same thing, Gonal F and Menopur, the evening. Then I go back on the 9th of November 9th. I will bring Citrotide. That's pretty much to stop me ovulating early. I usually do this in the morning, so I'll just bring one Citrotide to my appointment at 10. I will do Gonal F and Menopur in the evening. Citrotide will be in the morning. I don't start until they tell me to. In that appointment, they're gonna give me blood draw for my E2 and LH blood to see how my hormones are pretty much going at the rate. And then I go the 10th, that's a Thursday. I do the same thing. Gonna left Menopur in the evening, Citrotide in the morning. Then I go back on the 11th of Friday, and another appointment at 10. do the same thing, ultrasounds, blood work, and then I bring a used Gonal F, because usually when I do the Gonal F, last time I did the 225 and there was so much extra that pretty much all the used pens, I take them to my nurse, and then she pretty much takes the rest out and gives me a little injection, and so we can use the rest and we don't waste. So we're bringing one of the used pens, and then HCG. HCG will be Novarel. This time around, the different thing that I'm doing is pretty much Novarel in our trigger shot. Last time on my IVF round, our first IVF round, we did Novarel, 5,000 units of it. Plus, I did another trigger shot of Luperdrol. I think it was 800, I believe. But this time it's just gonna be Novarel. It's gonna be a high dose of Novarel, and probably gonna get OHSS, like stimulation of my ovaries, just because it's pretty much a little bit higher than usual other people, just because they want me to get more egg retrievals, more eggs retrieved. So that's why there's a difference between it. Then Saturday, do the Gonal F, menopause evening, Citrotide in the morning. And through all this time, I'm going to be taking my prenatals. All of my prenatals, my vitamins, my Lipidril, high blood pressure pills, my, what is this called? The bromocriptin. That's pretty much just because I have a higher, one of my, in my brain is like a little bit higher. It's something I explained it in the first couple of videos, but yes, I do start aspirin 81, like that's like baby aspirin, on the 4th all the way through. Then 13th, Sunday, I will bring another use Gonal F. Again, I'll bring the HCG. Same thing, the trigger, blood, and all that stuff. I will stop maybe the baby aspirin around this time. Prenatals will be going through, with a possible egg retrieval on the 15th. Yes, so that's cycle day 13th, basically. Last time, our egg retrieval was in cycle day 11. So that's another little bit different as well. So she said maybe the 14th or the 15th is going to be my egg retrieval, depending. So pretty much the medication was sent to Alta Pharmacy. That's pretty much what our insurance covers. The insurance we have is Progeny. It's pretty much the #1 for fertility. So that's pretty much what we have. Our nurse sent 3 quantities of the Gonal F for 50 units this round, because we did have 3 other Gonal Fs of, what was it? I think it was 375. We have 375 units, so 3 pens of the Gonal F from our last round. So she didn't want to send more stuff. So we got Menopur. We got 9 quantities because we had 1 Menopur before, so we need 10 in total. So we do have 10 because we have 1 from our last IVF. Citrotide, we got 5 in total. We needed 6 because we did have 1 citrotide from our last IVF, and that's pretty much it. And then the sharp container alcohol swabs. We did have our trigger shot, that is Novarel, from our last IVF that we didn't use at all. So we're going to use that this round and stuff like that. Now this is pretty much another outline, a little bit more specific of what I do and stuff. First mens, no later than 3 will be, first feeds and stuff, that is not a problem. I started a new pills on the 10th, and then the 30th will be my last for the 21 pills and stuff like that. This is already done with, so we're already done with this. We're pretty much waiting on to be November 3rd. So it may not happen here for my period or anything. Last time, my last IVF, I did not get my period, so I won't get my period this time around, maybe. But yes, baseline may be the 3rd or 4th. Pretty much is going to be the 4th this round. We're going to do ultrasounds, a brief meeting with the nurse, some medications, and all that stuff. On that Friday, that's the same on the 4th, our baseline. We're going to start off with our 81 of baby aspirin. We don't start anything until we're instructed to do so, until they check until they do ultrasounds and stuff like that, and talk to the nurse and all that stuff. Until the end of the appointment, they're going to tell me when to start. But pretty much, I start that same day. Cycle day 4, pretty much the 9th November, last day of intercourse. November 10th, that will be cycle day 5, that's the last day of high impact exercise. 9th Wednesday, oh, I think they messed up here, around here, yeah. This got a little messed up, but pretty much cycle, estradiol, ultrasounds, and stuff like that. So it's pretty much possible egg retrieval on the 15th. And embryos and stuff like that. So it's pretty much more of a further detailed one. And this pretty much does injection information, how to use it and stuff. The ones that had to be refrigerated is Citratide and Gonal F. Store temperature will be Norval and Menopur vials. So I'm going to go into detail of my medication pretty much right now after this, but yeah, that's pretty much all the things. Lupron, there you go. Lupron Liprolide. This was the one that I used last time as a trigger shot on my first IVF. That's the difference between this round. I'm not going to use this one. I did 2 trigger shots to my first round. This round is just going to be 1 of the Norval. And I think it's the higher dose. But yeah. So we got so many of these sharp containers. I have like 5 of these. We literally, at the end of the time, we only use 1. We rarely use 2. But we have so many. Whenever we're done with everything, we pretty much, everything that's extra, we go ahead and donate. Pretty much in our clinic, we go ahead and donate things that we don't need anymore, so other people can use it. So we put all of our room temperature medication that needs to be just room temperature in this like clear bin. This includes like the needles, the alcohol wipes, and all of that stuff. So I'm pretty much going to take one by one. Starting off here is we have Menopur. We have, I see 3 quantities here. Menopur, it's pretty much the liquid and the powder. So we have 3 of those. We don't shake or anything. We just swirl. Then we have this is going to be the Menopur syringes. We have like, they gave us like extra syringes this time around. I don't know why they gave us like 12 in each shipment. We got 2 shipments in total, so they gave us 12 of each syringes. So you may see a lot of syringes. I don't know why they gave us that many this time. We have a bunch of alcohol prep wipes that they sent. I have my extra birth control that I got. Then they sent us the shot blocker. This helps us to like, for the injection, if you don't want to like squish your skin or anything like that. But I don't know, I feel awkward using that. I used it last time and I didn't like it. So this is the Norval. This is the pretty much the trigger shot. Swirl, don't shake, same thing, looks like this. We have to be really careful with it, but yes, it's pretty much Norvell. Then we have the mixing needles for the Norvell. They have 2 quantities of those. More injection needles, those are 2. These are the injection needles. The difference between them, these are a little bit shorter. The mixing ones are a little bit longer. Another thing as well, for my HCG or trigger shot, that's Norvell, on whenever I take it, I will not use this pretty much injection needle to put in my skin. They're gonna give me a really longer needle, maybe something like this, to pretty much inject myself, because they want it to go through the muscle. They want to go through the muscle. They don't want it to go like through, like, I don't want to say fat of my skin, but pretty much they want to go through the muscle and not just before the muscle, if that makes sense. That's another different thing that they're gonna be doing. So they can go, so the HCG, the trigger shot Norvell, can go more impacted in my ovaries, if that makes sense, because it's going to be a longer needle, not this one. So that's another difference. Norvell syringes, we have 2 of those, so that's all for Norvell. We have these little caps. These are pretty much, my nurse said, like little firefighter caps, just because they look like firefighters. So pretty much this is going to be for menopause, to pretty much put the powder and the liquid together, if that makes sense. So you'll see in the video. It's a lot of process. So that's the little fire caps. We got a little bit more needles. That's more for the menopause, the injection needles that I will be used to inject myself. More menopause, like I said, is for 10 days straight, so we have 10 menopause vials in total. So that's 2 in there, and then 2 fire caps, and then we have a whole pack here of menopause injections, 5 single vials with the powder and the liquid, and then the little fire caps that we need. And then we bought these extra ones, alcohol prep wipes, just because we use pretty much of those. So this is pretty much for the room temperature medication, anything that alcohol wipes and all of that stuff. Now I'm going to be showing you in our refrigerator. We have like a mini refrigerator in our room for our injections that needs to be refrigerated. So we have this little mini refrigerator that has pretty much everything. On the side here, you'll see that we have the Gonal F, the 450 Gonal F, the ones that we're going to be using first for that. Then we have Gonal F from our last round. That's I think I'm going to say 375. Yeah, it's going to be 375. It's 300 actually, 300 of IU. But yeah, these 3 were from our last IVF cycle. Same with this Citratide. This was from our last one that we saved. So we saved those. These are the ones that are going to be used first this round, the 450 ones, just because they're a little bit higher, and we can use those and save the other ones that we need to. Then we have the Citratide here, the ones that we needed to take. The ones that we got this time, Citratide. So we have 3, 4, 5, including this one that's 6, and then we have 6 Gonal Fs. So that's pretty much what we have refrigerated. So that's pretty much it on our medication, on pretty much our outline that we're going to be doing this time around. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. You can put them down on the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. See you soon.